Hey folks, if you've ever dreamed of sailing around the world but thought it was out of your budget, think again. Today, I'm sharing my top 10 sailboats for circumnavigation, all under 200 grand. These boats are tough, proven, and ready for adventure. Let's dive in and see which one could carry you around the globe. If I had to pick a boat that perfectly blends classic beauty with ocean-crossing toughness, the Pacific Seacraft 37 would be high on the list. This is a serious blue-water cruiser, not just in reputation but in real-world miles logged across some of the toughest seas. She's got that traditional full keel with a cutaway forefoot, which gives her solid tracking and good maneuverability without feeling sluggish. You can really feel her come into her own when the wind picks up and the seas get sloppy. Below deck, it's a cozy setup with a warm, traditional layout. Lots of teak, a solid nav station, and a galley that keeps you planted on either tack. The forward V-berth is snug but comfortable, and everything feels built to last, from the cabinetry to the hardware. I've met more than a few folks who've lived aboard these full-time, and they rave about how she takes care of them offshore. With the right sails and gear, she's ready to take you anywhere in the world, and you'll never feel like she's holding you back. For under 200 grand, this boat is a heck of a capable partner for global voyaging. The Tayana 37 is one of those boats you see in far-flung anchorages and know immediately that it's been places. Built strong and loaded with character, it's a full-keel cutter with a salty look and a reputation for long-distance reliability. What really stands out with this one is the blend of ruggedness and comfort. Thick fiberglass layup, heavy displacement, and a solid deck-to-hull joint mean she's built to take a beating. The interior has a warm, handcrafted feel, with beautiful teak joinery and a very livable layout for extended cruising. The galley is sea-kindly, there's good storage throughout, and the salon offers a nice place to unwind after a long passage. She's not a racer, but if you're looking to cross oceans steadily and safely, the Tayana 37 can do that all day. These boats have circled the globe more times than most folks have crossed a bay, and there's a deep community of owners out there who've done serious upgrades and share valuable knowledge. All in all, she's a trusted companion for someone looking to go far without spending a fortune. The Valiant 40 is often spoken about with a certain reverence among cruisers, and for good reason. This is a true ocean warrior. With its cutter rig, modified fin keel, and skeg-hung rudder, the design offers a nice mix of performance and blue-water reliability. It's not flashy, but it's definitely purposeful. When you see one pulling into an anchorage, you know it didn't get there by accident. It got there because it can handle just about anything the ocean throws at it. The interior is functional, straightforward, and designed for offshore use. Handholds are where you want them. The galley is secure and deep, and the sea berths are well placed. You won't find acres of space, but you will find smart use of every inch. The Valiant 40 has a reputation for tracking well and making good time on passage, something solo sailors and couples really appreciate. There are stories out there of these boats weathering some ferocious storms and coming through with only bruised sails and salty tails. It's a bit of a cult classic, really, loved by its owners and respected by everyone else. If circumnavigation is your goal, this one definitely belongs on your shortlist. The Hans Christian 38 is a boat that just screams world cruiser the moment you lay eyes on it. With its beefy bowsprit, shapely shearline, and robust rigging, it looks like it was carved from tradition and launched into the modern age. Heavy displacement, a full keel, and a deep rudder all contribute to its serious offshore capability. It's not built for speed, but it's built to arrive, safely, securely, and with style. Down below, you step into what feels like a warm, wooden cabin tucked inside a seagoing tank. Teak is everywhere, and the craftsmanship is undeniable. This is the kind of boat you can live aboard comfortably for months, if not years. The galley is practical, there's ample storage, and the layout is perfect for long-term cruising. Many of these have been refitted and upgraded by dedicated owners who set them up for serious voyages. It's a boat that rewards patience under sail and offers a deep sense of trust in return. When the wind howls and the waves build, you'll be glad you're aboard a Hans Christian 38. If comfort and security are high on your list for a circumnavigation boat, the Island Packet 38 deserves a serious look. Known for its full foil keel and solid fiberglass construction, this is a boat that puts safety and ease of handling at the forefront. It's a cutter rig, like many others on this list, which gives you flexibility in your sail plan, a huge bonus when the weather shifts. Inside, it's more spacious than you might expect. The beam carries well aft, making for a roomy saloon and a generous aft cabin. The nav station is proper, the galley is laid out smartly, and there's plenty of tankage for extended range. It's a boat designed to be lived in, not just visited. While it may not point as high as some more performance-oriented boats, it shines when the going gets tough. It has that steady, dependable feel you want when crossing an ocean. Many owners praise the build quality and the strong support community, which comes in handy when you're halfway around the world and need advice or parts. It's a capable, comfortable, and dependable cruiser that's taken plenty of sailors all the way around. The Hallberg-Rassy 36 is like the Volvo of the sailing world. Classy, understated, and built to go the distance. Known for top-notch craftsmanship and serious seaworthiness, this Swedish cruiser has found its way into some of the most remote anchorages on the planet. It's a center cockpit boat, which gives you that added feeling of security and a more spacious aft cabin, perfect for long-haul living. She's a sloop rig, though some are cutter-rigged, and while not a speedster, she sails well, balanced and easy on the helm. The interior is beautifully finished in rich mahogany, with a functional layout that prioritizes storage and comfort. Everything feels solid, from the cabinetry to the hinges, and the systems are laid out with maintenance in mind. Owners often speak highly of her performance in heavy seas, calling her a confident boat that doesn't get shaken easily. While these boats can flirt with the $200,000 mark, you'll get a well-made cruiser with an excellent pedigree. If you want to sail far and live well along the way, the Hallberg-Rassy 36 is a fine companion. The Baba 35 is a boat with soul. Designed with traditional lines and a full keel, it's a salty little ship that punches way above its weight when it comes to ocean voyaging. You'll often hear folks call it overbuilt, and that's not a complaint, it's praise. Heavy, solid, and seaworthy, this boat was made for people who want to disappear over the horizon and feel secure doing it. Below deck, you'll find a warm, snug interior full of beautifully executed teak work. It's a boat that feels like home, especially when you're tucked into a quiet anchorage after a long passage. The layout is practical for offshore sailing, with secure sea berths, a usable galley, and a well-thought-out nav station. Despite its modest size, the Baba 35 has proven itself many times over in blue water situations. She's slow compared to some, but safe, and that trade-off appeals to a lot of cruisers with an eye on the long game. It's a hand-crafted, heart-driven vessel that's easy to love and hard to part with. If you value character and capability, she's a strong choice for going the distance. When people talk about boats with a classic soul and proven blue water chops, the Cape Dory 36 is bound to come up. It's got that beautiful sheer line and strong full keel that says, "I'll take care of you," and that's exactly what it does. This boat isn't about flashy speed or ultra-modern design, it's about simplicity, strength, and solid performance offshore. Inside, it's not spacious by today's standards, but it's warm, smartly laid out, and made for life underway. The galley is compact and efficient. The nav station is practical, and the settees double nicely as sea berths. There's a quiet dignity to the Cape Dory 36. She sails steadily, points reasonably well, and doesn't do anything unpredictable. You won't find massive tankage or tons of headroom, but you will find a hull that's taken sailors across oceans and back, many times over. These boats are usually well loved by their owners, and that means you'll often find one with thoughtful upgrades and a maintained rig. It's a trustworthy vessel that encourages simple, purposeful cruising. Just you, the boat, and the sea. The Niagara 35 is one of those boats that offers a sweet balance between comfort and blue water ability. Designed with a focus on livability, it's got a more modern feel inside compared to many of its salty, teak-heavy cousins. That doesn't mean it sacrifices strength or seaworthiness, it just delivers them with a slightly different flavor. Think practical cruising rather than bristling tradition. It's a fin keel, skeg-hung rudder configuration, and that makes her a touch more nimble than some of the full keel options on this list. The interior is one of the best parts, bright, open, with a layout that works well for a couple cruising long-term. The center head with walk-through to the aft cabin is especially appealing, giving it a live-aboard feel that's hard to beat at this size. Sailors love its balance and ease of handling, particularly in light to moderate conditions. It might not be the boat you choose for Cape Horn, But for a trade-wind circumnavigation with smart routing, it's a fantastic pick. And best of all, they're often priced very reasonably, leaving you with room in the budget for outfitting and upgrades. The Corbin 39 is a rugged, no-nonsense cruiser that just begs to be sailed long and far. Built by a mix of professionals and owner-finishers, these boats vary in fit-out, but the hull itself is a beast. Thick fiberglass, long waterline, and a heavy displacement that's made to take on ocean swells with confidence. You'll find both center cockpit and aft cockpit versions, and each has its own loyal following. She's cutter-rigged, which is great for flexibility in your sail plan, and handles heavy weather like it's just another Tuesday. Performance-wise, she's not quick off the mark, but once she gets moving, she tracks beautifully and keeps you feeling safe. Down below, layouts can vary quite a bit, but you'll often see big tankage, practical galley setups, and cozy living space. These boats have circled the globe multiple times and have earned a reputation for being the kind of vessel that can handle whatever you throw at it, as long as you respect her pace. If you're looking for a tough-as-nails cruiser that can take you to the ends of the earth without breaking the bank, the Corbin 39 is definitely worth a close look. So there you have it. 10 solid, seaworthy sailboats that can carry you around the world without sinking your wallet. Each of these boats has proven itself out on the open ocean, and they all bring their own personality to the journey. Some are cozy and traditional, others a bit more modern and nimble, but all of them share one key trait. They'll take care of you when the weather turns and the miles stretch long. Circumnavigation isn't just about the boat, of course. It's about your preparation, your mindset, and your willingness to adapt. But starting with the right hull beneath your feet makes all the difference. And the best part? You don't need a brand new $500,000 yacht to chase that horizon. You just need a strong boat, a solid plan, and the guts to go. Thanks for joining me on this rundown. If one of these boats caught your eye, or if you're out there sailing the world in one already, I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. Until next time, stay salty, stay safe, and I'll see you out there somewhere off the chart.